Alright, so today we're doing Unit 3, Day 5, Triangle Inequalities, Triangle Range, and Forming a Triangle. Super easy stuff. The other day we learned that a scalene has no equal sides, okay, so 0. Isosceles, you have two sides congruent and two angles congruent. Equilateral, you have three sides congruent, okay, as well as three angles congruent. Now, with the triangle inequalities, it's pretty simple. The shortest side is across from the smallest angle, okay, and the longest side is across from the greatest angle, okay? So super simple. What you have here is across. You have to think of a cross as being able to draw a shooting arrow. So smallest angle, if this is it, you could draw a shooting arrow to the shortest side, okay? And again, vice versa, you could circle the largest angle and then draw a shooting arrow to the greatest side, okay? Or the longest side, okay? Let's call that longest. Okay, now let's look at this example. Angle 1 in triangle ABC is equal, angle A is equal to 58, angle B is equal to 60. What I would do first, okay, so I'm going to label this first step, is to find that missing angle. Okay, so again, to remind you that there's 180 degrees in a triangle, you would go 180 minus 58 minus 60, and your missing angle, what'd you guys get? I got 62. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Do not go to work until you have all three angles. Now, I'm going to look at it. They want the longest side first. So I'm going to look at the opposite, the greatest angle. And the biggest angle to me is that 62. Okay? So now I'm going to draw a shooting arrow, so my longest side is going to be AB, okay? Now I'm going to look at the smallest angle, which is 58. 58, you could draw a shooting arrow, so BC is going to be my shortest side. Pretty simple, okay? Now, when it comes to a more complicated question like this, obviously you have to set up an equation to figure out what x is. Alright, so step 1, solve for x. Okay, so we're going to create that equation, 8x minus 10 plus 7x plus 6 plus 7x plus 8. You know this equals to 180. Alright, and then when you add like terms, you're going to get 22x plus 4 equals 180. Alright, so subtract 4 from both sides. 22x equals 176 divided by 22. Okay, and you're going to get that 22, x equals 8. Okay? Alright, so now step 2 would be to plug in x equals 8 to all your angles. X equals 8. So what is angle A, what is angle B, and what is angle C? Okay? So do that. Alright? Give you a minute to do that. Okay? After calculating, I got 62, 54, and 64. I know I did it right because I got 180 degrees. So now it says list from shortest to longest. Okay, so shortest, so I'm going to write in my angles first. So A is 62, B is 54, and then C is 64. Okay, so guys, with those, can you tell me what my shortest to longest measure is? Okay, next thing. What we're going to do here is ask ourselves, can three numbers form a triangle? So you're going to look at these three numbers, and basically you have to put them in order. So first things first, here's the rule. You have to add the two smaller numbers, A plus B has to be greater than C. You have to remember that numbers, okay, numbers need to be in order, okay? So my A for this one, the smallest, would be 4 plus B is 5, has to be greater than 7, okay? So let's do this problem out. 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 greater than 7. So you ask yourself, is 9 greater than 7? Absolutely. So the answer is yes, okay? Here you have 4, 8, and 12. So same thing again, A plus B has to be bigger than C. Let's put them in order. It looks like it is in order. So A is 4, B is 8, and then C is 12. So 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 is greater than 12. Is this true? Absolutely not. So we're going to put a no here. These numbers cannot form a triangle. All right, let's move on to the next page. Last and final thing today is finding the range of the third side. Key word here is range. Okay, so you know you're doing a range problem when you see the word range. Okay, so to find the smallest range, you subtract given length. Okay, and then to find the largest range, you add the given length. Okay? I'm going to put an S over here. Sorry about that. Okay, so it says here, example, given a triangle with sides of length 8 and 12, find the range of the possible values for the third side. So first thing I do is I'm going to write down what I'm going to subtract. I'm going to subtract 12 minus 8. You always want the bigger number first, okay? And you're going to get 4, okay? Draw the alligator mouth, put the X, and now we're going to add. So 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. So basically what this means is that the third side, which is X, has to be in between 4 and 16. It cannot be 4 or 16. It's got to be in between. Let's do one more example. So with this one, 7 and 4. So I'm going to go 7 minus 4. Okay, that is 3. Draw the alligator mouth. Okay, then you're going to do 7 plus 4, okay, is equal to 11. So now this says that the third side, which is X, has to be between 3 and 11. It does not include 3 or 11. Okay, so let's do this one and let's see what kind of answers we get. We'll go over it in class. Thank you so much.